Now, I want to share with you guys something powerful. I've been speaking for the last 15 years. First several years, probably first 10 years, I've been speaking international, locally. I had pretty good results. I was always in sales, always selling some product or service here and there. But my results were always like up and down. You know, one presentation good, another one was bad. Marketing was the same. One was good, one was bad. Like, how come I don't have consistency? Until somebody introduced this to me. And when I realized this was what I was missing. And this was introduced to me a long time ago from the great people like Jim Francis and even Lisa Nichols. She prays on this as well later when I met her. And when you apply this, this can increase your conversion rate tremendously. Whatever you offer in product or service, if you do in webinars, tremendously. Now, here's how important this is. In every audience, even today, we have 4 types of people, 4 personalities. Now, we have drivers. Drivers are normally people who probably already left. Drivers, you know, the ones who like, you know, I don't have time for this. Let me see what's all this about. I don't waste my time. This guy talks forever. Cut Milan, go to the point. You know who you are, right? Fast-paced, want quick results. They don't want to miss out. And they're simply, funny enough, they always take opportunities. They're always quick. And funny enough, if they get bored, they leave early. And it is what it is, right? Drivers, they just want quick results in the fast-paced. Anybody driver? You know who you are, okay? Analytical is number 2. People who just like analyzing, right? We need more proof. We need more information. We need more testimonials. We're going to go later on to YouTube and Google you, Milan. And probably some of you guys already done that, and that's great. I'll do the same thing. Being analytical myself, I know how it feels, but I learned something. Analyze less and take action more. Why? Being analytical, it's like a blessing in disguise. When we're ready. Challenges, we miss out so much by the time we get it ready because we need always more information, right? Slow-paced, need facts and proof, and they don't want to make a mistake. You know, I'm going to do it when I'm ready, when I have all the information in place. You know who you are. If right now, if you're analyzing, am I analytical or not, you probably are because you still analyze. Also, we have amiable people. Now, if you look at the countries, every country has majority personal traits that kind of represent the country in the whole. Majority South Africans, amiable people. In general, majority, not every, but majority, right? Nice and kind people, genuine, friendly. What makes a person amiable? You know, people who are a bit of a slow pace, need support, there's always need a bit of a help. They like the idea of being a part of community. They love stories, you know, right now, like, oh, wow, this guy is so interesting, you know, tell us more, Milan, right? Like, and they don't want to do it alone. So sometimes they need a bit of a support and help. Amiable people, right? A bit of a slow pace, and sometimes you need a bit more time to nurture them and really kind of hold their hands and kind of help them to make it happen. Majority of people, I've spoken in California, but people are a bit more fast-paced. New York, if you ever been there, people are just like this. Milan, we don't want stories. Tell us how it is. We want to make it happen, right? So like different countries, different states, like they have different majority of personality traits. So if I know that in New York, people are more drivers, I'm going to position my presentation towards that. Less stories, amiable. And then we also have expressive people. Now, these are people who probably some of you guys like, I hope this is not going to be another boring Zoom call like we attended all the time. Expressive people, they need to have fun. They need to be like, they need recognition. Everything has to be kind of interesting. They get bored easily, right? Fast-paced. Why is this so important? Now, look, just to let you know, every one of us has a mixture of all these personality traits. You know, sometimes I like to analyze. Sometimes I like to have fun. Sometimes I like impatient, right? With my kids, you need to have a lot of patience, right? So it really depends. But when you identify which one of these personality traits it's a dominant in your personality, you'll be able to identify how to position your presentation. So if I know, why is it so important? If I'm presenting in South Africa, right, and majority of my crowd are amiable people, not all, but majority, that means I better have some stories. I better offer some support. I better offer some caring portion of it, right? Look, some of you folks might just go, no, this is who I am. I'm all straight to the point, facts, 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 facts. And you go, hi, how are you? This is my name, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Great. Drivers will love you. Analyticals will adore you, but you're going to miss majority of your crowd. Amiable, which is majority of South Africans, they're going to get bored. They're like, they'll be gone. Expressive, they're going to get bored. They're gone. They won't even talk to you. But drivers and analyticals, they love you. But that's a minority of people. Again, depending on your crowd. Like, for instance, if I'm talking to bankers, if I'm talking to CEOs, right? CEOs are mainly analytical and drivers, but also some people have other portion of them. So here's how you position your presentation regardless of the audience. In every single crowd, you have 4 types of people. To have all 4 types of people engaged, you need to have this. Simple as that. Offer some quick results, quick outcome, 3 to 6 months, whatever that is, right? So not to have too many stories, because drivers going to go. At first, tell drivers what can they expect, right, from your presentation. So let them decide. You need to offer some testimonials, some proof, facts, numbers, statistics. Analytical, love that, right? Numbers, give me more of that, right? Amiable, you have to tell them stories. Simple as that. Compelling stories. Because people want that, right? Amiable people will love it. And expressive, you need to make it fun. Fun on your account if you can. That's how you don't offend anyone. Political jokes are not allowed, right? You don't want to offend anyone, right? There's different parties here and there. But if you're making fun of yourself, it's always the best way. The people, oh, wow, you're so cool, actually making fun of yourself. So we are here to entertain people, give proof, give the value, and give results. Got to be a clear outcome. Can you guys see this? So if I position my presentation this way, all 4 types of personalities will enjoy. Now, obviously, there will be some people in the crowd who are not going to like you regardless. You know, bald guy with the goatee, who do you think you are? You think the smartest guy in the room, like blah, 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 blah. Look, it's okay. And it's okay. Understand something. Your story will never attract the entire world. There's always going to be some people who don't like you, and there will be a lot of people who like you. Be who you are. Believe in your story. Believe in your product and your service. And present that to the world. And the right people will like you and will see so much value from you. All the others, I don't want to say we don't care about them, but you're not their cup of tea. They're going to find someone else that I like more. And that's what it is. You're not doing it for the people who, this person don't like me. Let me push you. You have to like me, right? That's not the point here. It's about, if you don't like me, that's fine. I'm not here to push anybody into anything. I'm not here to sell you anything, right? This is my message. You take it. If you're open-minded to it, great. If not, that's fine. That's the most subtle way I learned, that people will like it. They like what you stand for. And those are the right people you want to attract. So when they buy from you, you know you're getting the right people. You don't want to sell someone to someone who didn't even want it. No, but you need to buy. And then they buy. You know what happened later on? Buyer's remorse. I don't want this. You sold me this. That's not the point here. But if I show you so much value, you see what I'm standing for, you see where I'm coming from, you see my story, then it's a subtle, natural way of, like, I like it, I want to buy this, I want to be part of it. Then you don't get buyer's remorse, you get people regretting, because they truly believe in what you offer, they want to be part of it, and they want to see their success. That's why Riches and Beyond and Millionaire Speakers, we have so many great success stories, because our people genuinely know who we are. They connect with us deeper personally, with our students as well. They're all extension of ourselves. We attract the right people. Does this resonate with some of you guys? Now we're getting deeper. Right? This is that secret. Position your presentation for 4 types of people while you're being who you are. I always like to say, own your story, own your life. When you own your story was needed to happen to shape it to become who you are today, to inspire other people who are like you. Simple as that. Boom!